Okay, let's do it.
Okay, hello everyone.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Stream Void Podcast, episode 152.
How does this work again?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure. It's been a couple weeks since we recorded.
Yeah.
So I got sick, which we'll talk about.
Yeah.
I am Mikey T. Of course, across from me is Curbstomp.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Why do I say hello like that?
I don't know. And you are listening to the Stream Void Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between. And we get a lot of in-between stuff to talk about.
Do we?
Well, kind of, because there's
Okay.
a lot of stuff on the list that's not video game related,
Oh, okay.
but it is internet related and life related.
Ooh.
It's been a couple weeks.
Yep.
Tell me about him.
Oh, let's see here. Yeah. Work was been very busy at the warehouse. For whatever reason, I don't know why, but we're getting all these orders in this time of year.
Mhm.
So we got a 40-foot trailer load of tools in, not on skids or anything.
I heard about this 40-foot trailer of
So that
tools.
was pretty radical. There's also a 20-foot trailer load of like sweaters, wool sweaters.
Oh yeah,
So not quite as heavy, but still.
ugly Christmas sweaters.
No, these are like hunting sweaters.
Oh,
and,
okay.
base layer stuff. Wool. And then we got a like not a container but a trailer full of rice. So there was 18 skids of rice,
Oh,
like bags of jasmine and basmati rice.
Oh, I have to come down and fix them up.
Yeah. Those skids are heavy as fuck.
Yes.
So like normally we have the forklift and we have a power jack that
Yes.
we use in
I've
the
seen
main
them.
warehouse.
I've seen them.
But we were putting it into the other area that we can't take the power jack into,
Yeah.
and then the forklift can only go so far. So I had to use
Hand
the
bombing.
manual jack in the area,
Gross.
and pushing a 3,000-pound skid of rice around. It's not the easiest thing you've done.
No,
So fucking that was a workout, dude.
I can imagine.
And then yeah, doing the 40-foot container of tools was, oh my god, it was 5 hours straight of just putting things onto skids. Thankfully, there was like, I don't know, a little bit of it was like light stuff because we ordered like knee pads and
Yeah.
helmets and stuff like that. But then it would be like, oh, there's a box here that has 48 wrenches in it. And there's 20 boxes of 48 wrenches. These all weigh a ton.
Wow.
Yeah. So, fuck, it sucked. But 5 hours straight. And whenever we do container stuff, I get paid more money. So that's good. But
That is good.
man, by the end of the day, I was like, I can't even walk anymore. And then I was thinking, like, I'm not going to be able to get out of bed tomorrow. But I was fine the next day.
There you go.
I was a little sore in the legs a little bit. But other than that, it was all right. But because of that, I literally have not gone in the office for the last 2 weeks. I haven't done any orders or anything. So I asked the boss about it. I'm like, hey, like, what's, you want me here, but like, what about the orders? He's like, I don't think we need to do any orders right now. I'm like, classic. Classic every year this time of year. He'll be like, we don't need to do orders. And then in the, January, he'll be like, oh, we should have kept ordering. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm sure next week I'll go to the store and do an order for grocery. That's the main one he's worried about is the groceries. 'Cause of course, those sell.
Yeah.
No matter what. But
Yep.
anyways, what else happened? I think the house that burned down was before. I think we already talked about that on here. There's a house across the street from my work that burnt down. Well, it didn't burn down, but
I think we briefly touched on it.
It caught
Yes.
on fire. But so on Thursday there was a police sniper on the roof of the warehouse. So
Was there?
yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, early in the day, like before lunch, a cop came to the warehouse and he was like, hey, do you control this lot over here? Like, can you let me in there? There's like an incident going on in the behind your place here. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll let you in. So I let the cop drive in he didn't have a cop car. He had a like undercover
Yeah.
whatever. And he was back in the lot. And then, as I was working throughout the day, I would look down the side of the building, either side, and there'd be like other police people near the houses.
Yep. AR-15s in hand.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. And then later, I think they actually brought in the actual like SWAT team from Kelowna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the guy was wanted to go on a roof. He had his tactical ladder out and everything, and he was climbing on the roof and all that stuff. So then I was like, oh wow, he's got like a assault rifle up there and everything. And the owner happened to be around at this point, and I asked him a question like, oh, should I do this now or whatever? He's like, I think we'll just shut down for the day. He's like, they all got guns, and something might happen, and obviously it's right near here, so I think we'll just shut down. So I got to leave early that day, but I don't know exactly what happened, but it was interesting to go outside and be like, oh, there's like a army man outside here ready to go to war. So it's pretty cool.
Huh. Doesn't look like there's anything in the news about it.
No.
Must have been suppressed.
Yeah. Yep. It was probably some insurrectionists. No, just kidding.
Some QAnon.
It was probably just some guy holed up in his house and wouldn't come out. That was probably all it was. But anyways, it was pretty interesting anyways. What else? Last night was my staff party.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And I did not have a drink.
No, you're literally here this morning.
Yep. I could have been last year after last year's staff party. I could have been here too.
Yeah.
I was fine.
You prearranged to cancel though. So
yeah. Well, I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I was fine. It was like my normal drinking partners at the staff party were not drinking really either. So it was kind of like, why
everyone's
bother?
chilled out this year.
Well, no, there were people drinking there, but just not who I normally would drink with.
The usual ruffians.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
We had it at Valhalla Smokehouse.
Oh,
Are you familiar with the Valhalla Smokehouse?
I am familiar with the Valhalla Smokehouse.
So did you know they have a location now?
Yes.
Have you been to their location?
I've driven past it on my way to the dump.
Oh my God. I could not believe. When I was told where they were located, I was like, what?
I know, right? That's like, so you're going, it's not downtown.
No.
It's out. Just when you're going out towards the dump and towards the pulp and paper mill, there's a small little section of commercial space there. Yeah. And for some reason, Valhalla Smokehouse is right in that little location, right by the river.
I would have to say that it had to be, the rent has got to be cheap.
I would imagine so.
But it is literally like, you go from the bright lights of this downtown core. You have to take this road off to the side. No street lights, nothing.
Nope.
If you were from not Kamloops, the town we're in, and GPS was selling like, hey, go down this road at nighttime for your meal, you would turn around and leave.
Oh yeah.
You would not think there's no chance there's a place to eat down here.
Yeah. The first, you go past the Sandy dump, you go past the low income housing place, you go past the taxidermy place.
Yeah. And you end up near the pulp mill, which stinks. And you're also near the frigging settling ponds that absolutely disgustingly reek.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sulfur in those.
Oh my God. But then we're trying to find the place, and their signs are not lit up. They're just stapled to the building. There's no light on them. So I'm like, is that it? So we finally found it, and it was, inside it's okay. It's nothing special. The food is fine and good. But it was just like, this is where we're going first. But the food was good, and it was a good time, whatever.
Yeah,
Definitely
I've always enjoyed
food.
Eating at the truck, food truck can never find it anymore.
Yeah, the truck was there, but I mean, obviously just sitting there.
Yeah.
It was tasty. It was fine.
Yeah,
They
good.
had good cornbread. I liked it.
I've never had their cornbread.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
I get their poutine
Oh yeah,
mac and cheese with pulled pork.
yeah.
all the time,
You
'cause
could
that's
make
so
your
good.
own of that there.
Oh, you definitely could. I just don't
Well,
have the
at our-
smokehouse facility.
I mean, sorry, I meant at our dinner. They didn't have that.
Oh,
but
okay.
They had the ingredients.
They had the ingredients.
Yeah.
You just slap it all together.
Yeah, it was like Caesar salad and then coleslaw, and then there was mixed vegetables, macaroni and cheese, pulled pork, chicken, and then brisket.
Yeah.
And everything was good. The Caesar salad was good. I was shocked, actually. It's like, whoa, this is like real bacon in here, and like tons of
Garlic?
the cheese.
Anchovies?
Why can't I think of the cheese name?
Oh,
Parmesan.
Feta? Parmesan?
Parmesan.
Is it Parmesan?
Feta's on a Greek salad. Yeah, so it was good.
Yeah, never had a bad experience at Valhalla. The portions when you go to the food truck are enormous.
Yeah, they're
enormous.
crazy. I remember when I ordered them one time at the food truck, I, ordered and I was waiting, and they're like, "Oh, here you go," and they gave me like 3 containers worth of food, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I got it home, and I was like, "Holy shit! They're not skimping on their stuff here."
No,
so.
they definitely don't. I mean, if you're paying that much for a meal,
It wasn't even that much though. That was the thing.
yeah,
It was
I
like
guess it's
$20
not too much
or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're used to $20 at McDonald's is like a fucking quarter pounder meal nowadays,
Yeah, yeah.
So you get this, and I was like, holy shit. So it was good.
It
I
is
liked
good.
it. Other than that, besides some gaming, I didn't really work and everything. Nothing too much,
Just
really.
a whole lot of meh.
Just a lot of working at the warehouse.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of the big sales coming up, so we're getting ready for all that and shit, blah, blah, blah. But I think moving forward now, it's going to be a little less to do, but
yeah.
Who knows? We have to put away all the tools, so like trying to fit 40 feet container of tools away. Who knows, dude?
Yeah, for sure.
And what about yourself? How was your 2 weeks?
Well, as we know, I got
Mhm.
sick last week. Got sick.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty lame. I
AIDS?
was like, what the hell? No,
Oh,
No.
Good.
it was a curable disease.
Oh, very good.
It was highly curable.
Okay.
Had a crazy cough.
Mhm.
Just like full on chest cold.
Uh-huh.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So I worked 2 days from home,
Mhm.
and then the Friday I just took off.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
Nice.
I got sick on Tuesday, worked Wednesday, Thursday at home, and Friday I was just like, nah, I'll take it off. It's pretty slow right now. Watched the first and second timeline series. The hell? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Chapters? Let's just say chapters.
Okay.
First and second chapters of Marvel.
Oh, the movies?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
watched
dude!
them all
Seriously, couldn't
front
you
to
watch
back.
something new?
I started at the beginning with the Hulk.
Does that even count though?
Yeah, it's part of the MCU.
But it's not even. What's his name?
It came out. No, it's not. It's not Mark Ruffalo, but
Yeah.
it is. I mean, it's
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, but it is canon.
It's the same Hulk.
It's the same Hulk. It's canon because it
Really?
came out right just a couple months after Iron Man 1.
But isn't that like from Sony or something?
Yeah, it's from them, but
Okay.
it's canon.
I thought that was before they started working together. But anyways, I don't know. I'll go with you. You know more
I
than me.
didn't think that it was right. Like
Yeah.
when we started, I thought Iron Man was number 1, but
Yeah.
no, Hulk is number 1.
Okay.
It might have. Those might be mixed up. Like Iron Man might have came out first and then Hulk, but
Okay.
yeah, I watched all that. I watched it all, but then I found a list
Mm-hmm.
where it has everything in it and what timeline you're supposed to watch it in. So
Uh-huh.
all of the movies, all of the shorts, all of the series,
Oh my
and
god.
what linear
Oh my
timeline you're supposed to watch
God.
it in. And there's like 100 items on the list. I was
Yeah.
like, holy Christ.
So is it like watch episode 3 of Agents of Shield?
No,
at this
it'll be
point?
watch season 3 of Agents of Shield.
Oh, okay.
Not the episodes, but it'll be like watch the one shots because all the Disneys have one shots.
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe there's like 10 or so that came out as like special editions on the DVDs.
Yep.
And you watch those because some of those have a little bit of information, a little bit of quips and stuff like that. But it's good because it shows you like, hey, you're supposed to watch Agents of Shield this
Mhm.
season 3, and then WandaVision before you watch Doctor Strange,
Oh yeah.
the second Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Oh my
Because then a
God.
lot of stuff in that movie makes sense.
Okay.
Because if you watch it alone, it's like, what is happening?
Is that the second Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it's the
movie?
second
Yeah,
Doctor
okay,
Strange.
Yeah,
But-
when you're like, why is Scarlet Witch the bad guy?
Yeah, right? But even watching through now for like the third, fourth time of what I've seen these movies, I'm
Yeah.
still picking up on like little things that they poke at for future movies.
Oh yeah.
Like I was watching Winter Soldier,
Uh-huh.
and they say they're like, okay, we're taking the gunships up. They're just going to kill all these people. And they start saying names, and Stephen Strange is in that list.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, Doctor Strange hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
And it's not going to come out for 2 more years.
that would, yeah.
I was like,
But
oh, yeah,
that
okay.
would have been like, even if they didn't do Doctor Strange, that would have been someone, been like a little throw in for the comic book reader.
Oh, yeah,
they would
for
have
sure.
known, like,
For
Doctor
sure.
Strange.
Yeah, yeah.
Which movie was that in?
Captain America Winter Soldier.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, there's
I've
all
not
these
seen
little
any of the
things.
Captain America ones.
No? They're pretty good.
Unless one of the Civil War ones was a Captain America one.
Civil War wasn't as good, but it had Spider-Man in it, which makes it better.
I think I watched that maybe. Anyways.
Yeah, I just like going back and watching them and then picking up on the little things because I've seen it, so I don't
Mhm.
need to pay attention to
Yeah.
other things, but now I'm picking up on little even littler things.
So when you're doing this little list or whatever rewatch, are there any where you're just like,
Not yet.
okay.
But I mean, I'm not doing the big list. I'm just doing the major movies.
But eventually, when it's like time to rewatch Secret Invasion, are you gonna be like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. or rewatching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm not gonna do that.
No,
No.
I like that one. I think
I don't think it's definitely not as good.
Baby Groot. Yeah,
It's got Baby Groot, but yeah, it's not as good.
I think I like that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the third one or the Christmas one.
Third one's good. I haven't seen the Christmas one. I gotta watch the Christmas one.
Mhm.
Because I think I'm gonna need to watch the Christmas one before I watch the new one that's just come out.
Which
The Marvels.
Oh, the Marvels. Oh yeah, I do want to watch that.
Yeah, apparently
I'm gonna enjoy that in spite of everybody.
yeah, I mean I am too. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked all the stuff with Kamala Khan. I liked
I didn't actually watch the first whatever Captain Marvel movie. That takes place in the 80s or something.
It takes place in the 80s.
Yeah.
You might like it. I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm not going
Maybe
to
not.
watch it. So
I'll watch Skrulls in it for the first time.
Then no. Not interested. I'm gonna watch the Marvels though.
Yeah.
'Cause I like Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I wonder how fast it's going to come to Disney Plus because it's flopping in theaters.
Well, I have a little website I can watch movies on. So
I
I
suppose.
don't have to wait for Disney Plus. Though I do have Disney Plus.
Yes.
So
Give me my full-on 4K UHD.
I don't have a 4K TV, so
There
it
you
doesn't
go.
matter.
See, I'm still recovering from being sick.
Yeah.
I still have a cough that, rears its head now
It was
and
like
then.
when I was sick for those 2 months.
Yeah.
Pneumonia.
Work was, other than that, been pretty boring.
Yeah.
It's winding down to the end of the year.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of
Stuff to
there's
do.
there's a time where you can't do any work on lines for Christmas
Yeah.
because they don't want to knock anyone out of service over the holidays because there's a lot of traffic
Mm-hmm.
when the holidays come.
Yeah.
So for some reason, there's a team of two, or a crew of two that are
Mhm.
working in the Kootenays.
Okay.
Somehow,
Mhm.
between the two of them, they have 4 trucks down in the Kootenays.
Okay.
There's like 3 main trucks and then the guy's personal truck. I'm like, how did you guys get all of this down here with just the 2 of you?
Yeah.
So they brought there's a ferry that goes across to where they were working. I can't remember what city it is, but they brought trucks back over the ferry for us to pick them up. So one day last week it was just, we're just gonna drive to Revelstoke and then south towards that ferry. I can't remember what the hell the ferry is called.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had 2 trucks parked there, so we went and picked up one of them.
How did they manage that?
I have no idea. It's like they would
Just
come
both-
back in one truck and take 2 trucks back, come back
Yeah.
in one truck and take 2 trucks back. Like, what the hell?
Very nice and cool of them.
Yeah, extremely.
Are they listening to this?
No.
Okay. I was gonna call them morons.
Yeah, I have no idea why. I mean, our trucks are breaking down all the time anyway because they're all from the 90s. But
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fun.
yeah, so that was a fun little trip.
Yeah. No.
We had to
kidding.
go to Salmon Arm first to pick up a truck. There was one that had a problem with its boom. It was like way down like some farm road at some guy's apple farm. Like, why is this truck here?
They just
This doesn't
abandoned
make-
it somewhere, basically.
I think there must have been a pole they were working on there,
Yeah.
but wasn't in my list of poles for people to be working on. So I don't know. So yeah, we went there. That truck, the tire had fallen off the bead of the rim, so we had to like call in somebody to fix
How
the
long
tire.
was it sitting there?
I don't know. I don't think it was sitting there for that long, but because it was flat and we tried to roll it out to get it to a gas station to pump the tire up. It was one of the back ones and it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
tandem. So it's got like 6 tires on the
yeah.
back. So we're like, okay, it'll be fine, right? And then as soon as we get it almost out of the orchard, it's just falling off the rim.
Oh my god.
It's lost the bead. So we had to call somebody to get that in. Then the rest of us went to Revelstoke and then to get that other
Good
truck.
lord.
It was a long day.
No kidding.
It was quite a long day.
That's crazy.
And I was driving, of course, the support vehicle, which is the only vehicle I can drive because I only have a class 5.
Oh.
So just driving the truck.
shit.
And a lot of people don't do this, but I like to do this where if you're in the support vehicle, you're last in line.
Yeah.
You follow everyone home just
Yeah.
in case anyone breaks down because the trucks are old. You
Yeah.
don't want to leave your guy stranded because you're going to get halfway to town. Then they're going to be
It's
like,
called support, not.
and then they're going to be
pace
like, hey
setter.
man, I broke down. You got to turn around.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Some people would rather take the risk.
Oh
though.
yeah. Some people would just be like, nah, we're just going to town. Let's go.
Yeah. Then if they have to turn around, they'll turn around. But
Yeah.
otherwise, they get home early.
Yeah, I'm not down with that.
Yeah,
I get paid by the hour. It's fine.
yeah. Exactly.
Excuse me. We had our Christmas party
Oh yeah.
on Thursday last week.
What dump did you have yours in?
We went to Atlas.
Oh, not a dump.
Atlas Steakhouse.
Yeah.
I had the truffle truffle tenderloin.
Ah,
It was a $62 steak
nice.
or $69 steak. I don't know. It was expensive steak.
Yeah.
It was delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's like an 1.5 inch thick tenderloin. It's really good.
Yep.
Everyone was talking about getting a tomahawk,
Oh yeah.
but the tomahawk's like $160.
So no one did it?
No one did it.
Why not?
I don't know. I think everyone wussed out.
If one person would have got it, everybody would have got it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
That would have been like a $10,000 meal right there.
yeah, exactly. That's okay.
People were extremely drunk. I DD'd up there and took
Oh yeah.
the regional manager and his assistant up with their wives.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it was good. I think we left at 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
We went to the casino after.
Oh yeah.
People lost money.
Nice.
Everyone got angry.
We're. Oh wow. Yeah.
We
like-
actually, the boss, the owner, was so drunk he started singing in the restaurant
Nice.
at like 11 o'clock.
Perfect.
And the waitress was like, "You guys gotta go."
Oh really?
We
She
got-
kicked you
We
out?
got kicked out.
Wow. I've never been kicked out at a staff party, and I've done way worse shit than that.
We didn't have the whole restaurant rented out, so there was a lot of other people like trying to enjoy their meal, and we're all singing Rocket Man in the corner of the big
Oh,
table.
geez. And that's what they kicked you out
I
for?
think they were like,
That's
hey.
just lame as fuck, dude. Last year, I was smashing glasses on the floor. Not intentionally, but we didn't get kicked out. And they kept serving us alcohol after that point, too.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of alcohol served,
Oh, yeah.
and then by the end of the night, I was just like, "Okay, tequila shots time."
Oh,
like,
my
oh
God.
my god! And then yeah, we went to the casino.
Yeah.
And it's funny in the casino because they have all the machines, right?
Mhm.
But all the machines are the same. They just have different graphics.
Yeah.
So you could just swap out and play whatever machine you want. It's
Yeah.
all the same.
Yeah.
Literally all the same.
Just the theme that you want to do, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, some have more lines than others and stuff.
oh
but-
yeah, it's like here, 40 lines
Yeah.
at $1 a play. That's $40
Yeah.
or 40 cents, whatever you're doing, right?
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Yep. Did you gamble?
No.
I knew it. I knew it.
Why would I gamble?
You just do $20 or
I don't
something like
have
that.
$20 to throw away.
You just told me how you went to Revelstoke and were getting paid by the hour to drive a car back.
Yeah, that's just bonus money to pay off more bills.
Oh, okay.
Pay more bills.
I don't know. Whenever I go to the casino, it's just like, $20, whatever.
I mean, I probably could have. I don't really want to play slots, and none of those slots there appeal to me. But in the back middle, they had like video roulette
Oh yeah.
and video. Oh, there's some really weird games where I'm like, what is this game? It's like Pick Show or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like 3 dice under a lid and you like roll and put the lid on. I'm like, what the hell is this game?
Yeah.
And then like the board is just like B, C, B, B, C, B, C, B, 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 C. And it just looks like rows of letters. I'm like, aren't you rolling dice? What the hell is this?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Like roulette, I understand.
Yeah.
You put your chips on a number. If it lands on that number, you win.
Exactly. It's easy.
With this weird dice rolling game, not a clue. And they didn't have video craps.
Oh really?
I'm like,
Did they
what?
have real life craps?
No real life craps,
Oh,
no video
okay.
craps. I was like, this is lame. I just want to play craps. If there was craps, I probably would
You
have
would
played.
played
I probably would have played.
Snake Eyes.
I would put all my money on the cum bar.
Oh,
Come on, baby.
The cum bar. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's the cum bar.
Okay. I've never played craps. So
No, it's a complicated game.
No.
With dice rolling.
yeah.
Put it on the cum bar, let it ride.
When I was in Las Vegas last time, my buddy he was playing craps, and it was like in a movie
Yeah.
where he'd throw and the people would be like, ah! Like cheering and like people blowing on his dice and stuff like that.
New shooter.
It
Let's
was
go.
crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Guy was tipping him because he kept winning because he was throwing well. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's good because it's just there's one shooter but multiple people
Yeah.
can bet, right?
Yeah.
And if that,
Yeah,
that's
it was
good
like a
social
movie
game.
It was like a movie. It was
Yeah.
crazy. So,
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago,
mhm.
I had my house assessed for solar.
Oh wow, okay.
So they came in, they did a walkthrough. They're like, all right, your panels got enough stuff. They went on the roof. They did a drone shot of the roof so they
Mhm.
could like plan out all the panels. And the guy came back not last week, but a couple weeks ago, I didn't really talk about it with the solar plan.
Mhm.
So I didn't think I was going to do it because it's fairly expensive.
Yeah.
So it was going to end up, they were going to put 10 panels on the roof.
Mhm.
It was going to be a 71% offset.
Okay.
So to offset 71% of my bill. So I'd be
Mhm.
paying, 29% of the regular hydro bill.
Yeah.
And that was going to cost $15,600,
Mhm.
which with the government rebate of $5,000, that would be just a little bit over 10,000.
Mhm.
And then it would be $80 a month to pay for that system over 10 years.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's
That's
actually
basically what you would pay normally anyways.
Yeah.
So.
But I was like, well, why don't you put enough panels on the, now I'm thinking, because I was talking to one of the guys that comes and does like the flylight at work.
Okay.
He comes, he changes out the flylight paper, and
Is this an old guy?
He's not really old.
Oh, okay.
I really like this guy. I like talking to him. He's a good guy.
Does he chew a lot of gum?
He does not. Oh, I don't know if he chews a lot of gum.
Because we have our pest control guy who chews a lot of gum.
Yeah,
but he's also an old guy.
Yeah, no, he's not old. He's young. He's got salt and pepper hair.
Okay,
he's kind of
probably a different guy.
He's shorter.
Yeah,
but he owns a property up in Pritchard.
Okay,
and he's got all solar up there. And he was talking to me about it. And though just the way he was talking to me about it, I'm like, oh man, maybe I should just do it. Because it's essentially, you put the panels on your roof, you're paying no electricity bill, you're only paying for the panels.
Yeah.
So you're already making money, essentially. And then it's a over 10 years you pay for it off, and then after those 10 years, it's like it's just free electricity.
Yeah.
But I'm like, just do 100% of the panels.
So what was their idea? They would leave like 8 feet on each side of the panels on the side of the roof, or what?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they could arrange it so that I could get probably 100%.
Yeah.
And then I would just be paying no electricity bill.
Yeah.
Just paying for the panels.
Yeah.
It'd be almost the exact same cost.
Isn't it also too, like, if you get up above, you sell it back to BC Hydro?
I'm not entirely sure if that's how it works.
Yeah. I think they buy the surplus off of it.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I should do that.
It
just seems like it would make the most sense.
Unless all of a sudden it costs an extra $5,000 to get an extra 20%.
Yeah.
On it,
Yeah, they didn't think it would. I haven't reached out to the company again to be like, hey, well, how much would it be for a 100% system?
Yeah.
Because there is room up there to do it.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, usually when I see a panels on the roof, it only is like 4 panels in the middle of the roof, and there's all this space around it. And it's kind of like, well, why didn't you just do more?
So they would put 2 panels on the east-facing soffit, flat thing, whatever, and then 8 on the south-facing one.
Oh, interesting.
But there is a lot more room up there for more. So I was like, maybe I should.
Would there even be that much sun on the east-facing one?
There still is a little bit.
That seems pointless over there to me, really.
That's all the morning sun over there.
But isn't it blocked by like a tree or something like that?
Well, the walnut tree, the black walnut tree is a little bit to the north.
Oh, okay.
So it's not fully blocked.
Okay.
And they do cut it down because cut it back because it's just having a black walnut tree on your property. What a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Because you can't do anything with the walnuts, and they just come down all over the place.
Exactly.
Like when it was fully grown, you would just hear them hitting my carport all day.
Oh,
long.
Yeah.
It'd be like 1 a.m, and all of a sudden smash on the carport. Be like, what the frick?
Someone's breaking in.
Someone's here.
Pass me the gun.
There's a lot of guns.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, maybe I should do it too. Especially, I never really even thought about it. The fact that you wouldn't just pay for it up front. You would pay for it over the course of whatever. Because why wouldn't I do that now?
Yeah, no, I always thought it was going to be like $30,000.
I didn't think it was going to be that much. I just thought it would be like, they'd be like, it's going to be $15,000. Here's the invoice. Pay me $15,000. I never thought it would be like, oh, you pay it over the course of 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, pay it over the course of 10 years, and you get the government rebate of $5,000. So that's it's actually a really good deal.
You probably get the rebate up front too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like free money.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I think
I'm gonna have to look into that for sure.
Yeah, I'll give you the contact information for the guy. You could just ring him up.
Yeah.
He's I talk to him a lot. He's a cool guy.
Nice.
The guy who did the assessment.
Cool. Okay.
Mr. Matthew.
I see.
Good man.
he listening?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it. I did. What did I play? Did I play any video games?
I mean,
I keep thinking I'm gonna go back into recording YouTube and editing and
Yeah.
stuff and becoming a streamer again. And then I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, fuck.
yeah.
Nah.
You're also sick too, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
help
is true.
With the feeling,
Motivation was very low. But I did stream last week.
You did.
Did I? Yeah, I did. I
You
streamed
did.
on Wednesday. I was feeling all right.
You watched this fake ass trailer.
I watched a fake ass trailer, but I got the game installed now. It's all ready to go. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see if it's. And what we're talking about right now is Star Citizen. Of
Yeah.
course, they put out like a 20-minute tech demo trailer of the Star engine,
Bullshit engine.
and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And one of the guys who plays Star Citizen in the chat, my buddy Farley,
Yeah.
that's all he plays is Star Citizen. He's like, this is pretty accurate. It's dead on.
I
accurate.
can't believe that.
It's crazy. So
Especially when they showed the NPCs walking around and they were climbing the stairs normally and walking around.
yeah,
without
not glitching through
just
stuff.
walking into a wall continually. I was like, no, I don't think so.
But the transitions from like going from planet to space, like in No Man's Sky, it's great. It works. Like there's
Yeah.
no loading. You just go fly from the planet up into space or back down. No loading whatsoever. You just do it.
Yeah.
Not like that other game, Starfield,
Yeah.
where it's just loading scene after loading after loading after loading.
Yeah.
And so the way they have it in
Citizen?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky?
There's atmosphere, there's clouds, there's whatever. It looks okay. It's all pretty flat and not detailed
Yeah.
when you're doing the flying from planet to space or space to planet. But in Star Citizen, all of the clouds are volumetric. So they
Mhm.
have girth and
Mhm.
and they're span out all over the place. They reflect shadows and light and everything, and they look absolutely real.
Yeah.
And they look crazy in the tech demo anyway.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to put that to the test. Maybe later today we'll put it to the test on stream.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it, but we're gonna
I
see.
remember watching you play it, and it was just like stuttering all around and like,
Oh, yeah.
I accidentally fell out of my spaceship and died.
I've
Oops.
fallen out of my spaceship and died a couple times. Yes.
And then they're showing this thing of like the water, reacting to the ship flying over and the clouds and all this shit. And I was just like, wow, like if they spent like 1/10 as much time making an actual game that they spent on like making these clouds.
There is a lot of stuff to do in the game. I mean, when I played it last, it was what, 2022?
Yeah, I guess so.
So it's been quite a while since I played.
Yeah.
And they still, I mean, you give a game $600 million and they're going to be able to do some fantastic stuff with it.
Really though? Has it $600 million worth of stuff in this game?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so, dude.
I don't know.
I don't think
The
so.
water physics that they were showing was crazy. Like the ships would go over and like you could see the force of the air compressing down in the water and like
Yeah.
spilling it out. Like it made a wake when the ship was flying over it.
Yeah. Lots of
Is-
stuff to make it look good in theory, but
Yeah.
still, when the game still is just like, who the fuck cares? I will see anyways.
Yeah, we will. I was watching a YouTube video of a guy that has just this crazy setup
Yeah.
for playing Star Citizen or DCS Online or any kind of flight simulator. He's got like the center joystick, he's got the hand joystick on the right, he's got the throttle control, he's got
Oh,
like
yeah.
a touch screen in the middle for his other controls.
Oh my gosh.
All kinds of stuff. I was like, holy man. And he's got a Tartarus for doing the FPS sections and a mouse on a tray that swivels over in front of him so that when he's doing the FPS sections, he could do it.
Good lord.
I was like, holy man, this guy is set up.
No kidding.
So many joysticks, so many controls. Yeah, it looked cool. I was like,
Nice.
man, this is dope. So yeah, we'll probably check that out on my next stream.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Yeah,
I did a lot of work actually getting intro screens together, frames, animations.
Very good.
I couldn't do stuff that I wanted to do. I couldn't get the stuff out of my brain onto the paper
Oh.
as it normally goes.
Damn.
Yeah, I put out a few YouTube videos, put out a few shorts,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to do that again, but my brain is just like, nah, you want to sit on the couch and do nothing.
Ah, it's just lazy man season right now.
Yeah,
It's just
it's true.
it's just the like winter doldrums basically. For me, it was I didn't stream this week, but it was like every day after work, I was just like, I'm going to bed or I'm going to sit down. I can't sit in the fucking gaming chair tonight.
Yeah.
Though I did play a fair amount of Elden Ring in between.
Nice.
I beat it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. So it was such a pain in the ass. So it was, okay. There's a few bosses in the game that are like notoriously hard. Like Millennia, I think her name is.
Uh-huh.
She's like the boss that'll kick your ass the most, basically.
Yeah.
Because she just has these crazy maneuvers and everything like that. And I ended up beating her fairly easily. Just my build was kind of like perfect for taking her on.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I really built to take her on, but it was kind of like I was already at like a build that was very close to being like the best build to beat her at.
Yeah.
Just the way my character was made, basically. So it only took me like, I don't know, whatever, 10 tries to beat her. And it would involve like me using, there's a thing called the Mimic Tier you can use to summon a copy of yourself that fights with you.
Nice.
Like there's these every boss and everything you can summon someone to fight with you.
Yeah.
And there's different ones, like there'll be like wolves you can summon or like whatever. But there's one called the Mimic Tier that just summons a copy of you, right?
Does it mimic you?
Yeah,
Like
well,
Ninja
it doesn't
Gaiden mimic?
It doesn't copy my exact moves or anything, but it has everything I'm equipped with.
Uh-huh.
So it has my dual katanas, it has the same abilities, everything like that, right? So I would basically stun lock her by using my special ability on my sword called Rivers of Blood, where you just do these crazy slashes and it puts bleed damage on them.
No, nice.
And I'd be doing it, and then my mimic would be doing it at the same time, and the boss would just be like, you know?
Just double stun locked?
Pretty much. But then she changes into like her second form that's way harder, but it was same thing, like just stun lock her with the Rivers of Blood.
Nice.
So I beat her, and then it was like, what do I do next? There's all sorts of other like optimal bosses you can beat or whatever, but I was just like, I'm right at the last boss's boss room.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll try fighting him, see what goes on. And it has two forms basically, where you fight the guy, but then when he dies, the like Elden Beast comes out and then fights you. So I would fight the first form and I could beat him, half the time. I'd get to the second form, but then the second form, I just die like immediately, basically.
Yeah.
But then you would learn how it sort of works. Like I'd always get killed there. The Elden Beast would summon these like 50 things of golden light, and then they would hover there for a second, then they shoot down at you like, and I would just get destroyed by it because I couldn't dodge them or whatever. But then I found like if you run in like sort of a circle, they sort of just hit the ground like right behind you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I learned that. But then I'd get to like further in the fight and it would just one-shot me. Like if I didn't dodge perfectly, I'd get hit and I'd just die. And I died to the Elden Beast like 40 times. And it would be like I'd get it down to like a third health and it'd be like so close to beating it, but then I would just miss time a dodge and I just die.
You just one
I'd
shot.
have full health, I just die. And it wasn't like I had not very much health. I had a lot of health. So I got really like disheartened by this. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then I was Googling around to see like what was people doing to beat this thing. And the main thing was like there's this one stat called Arcane that increases how much you find random items. That's one of the things it does, but it also reduces how much holy damage you take, which is the kind of damage the Elden Beast is doing to you.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, oh, you have to have minimum 60 in Arcane. And I have like 12. So it's like, for fuck's sake. So I'm like, do I just level up that much or do I respec? So I just respec to put my Arcane up to 60.
Yeah.
Beat him first try.
Wow.
So that's the thing. That's the thing about these games. It's good and bad. Like it's hard and challenging, whatever. But there's no way for you to learn that he does arcane damage unless you just sort of figure it out by chance or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not like in Final Fantasy you would cast like scan on an enemy and be like, hey, weak to lightning, does holy damage.
Yeah.
Where in this it's just like you have to look at it and be like, okay, he's hitting me with golden light. Is that lightning?
Or is that holy?
Is that holy? So anyways, it was kind of just like, well, it was trivial the second time.
Yeah. That's funny.
Or the first time, I do it after a respec, which sucked because I could have probably beat him if I would have just kept trying with my regular build.
Yeah.
But again, it was just like one little error. Oh, I died because he one-shotted me because I didn't have enough holy,
Yeah.
defense. So, but yeah, then I started New Game Plus, and man, going through a New Game Plus is like easy mode. Like every boss, I don't even have to like even dodge. I just go up and just attack.
Just
they
hit
just
them.
die because I have so much health and I'm so much stronger than them. At least at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
When I get to the end game, the bosses are a little harder, but even then, it's not that bad, you know.
Mhm.
So I'm already to the point of I'm at the end game already. Like the first boss, I beat him in, like I died to him first time through like 20 times, whatever.
Yeah.
He literally died in 3 seconds.
You just raffle stomped your way to the end.
There was like nothing he could do. Even if he hit me, it was just like I took like 1/8, 1/10 of my life bar.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy anyways. So I'm playing through again, just, checking her out. I'm ready for the DLC whenever it comes out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there DLC coming out?
Oh yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah. That'll be. They haven't announced when or anything like that, but there is definitely DLC coming. Well,
Nice.
they've announced it, but they haven't said when.
Yeah.
And I haven't.
That's cool.
I didn't play anything else really, but I watched a show called From.
From.
Yeah.
Soft.
Just From. FromSoft made Elden Ring.
Yes. That's
This
all I was
show-
looking. I was like, From?
Yeah.
What? Elden Ring from? Ding,
I don't
ding?
know. There was all these people talking. I saw clips of some weirdo show on TikTok, and people were like, "Oh, this is From. I can't wait for the new season." Right? So I was like, "I'll check this out." And it's basically like a show like Lost, where they don't know what they're doing with it,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
just like mysterious for mysterious sake. You
Yeah.
know. It even has like the guy that played. I don't remember his name from Lost, but he was always looking for his son Walt. He'd always be like, well, Walt? I want my boy. So he's like in it. And it's just like people get trapped in this town and they can't leave. But at nighttime, bad guys come out of the forest and attack the town. But
Sounds like a M. Shamalama.
yeah, they can't come into the house unless they're invited in. So it's like kind of like they're vampires, but they're not really. They just kill you basically when you get in. But again, it's just like the sort of like Lost, where it's like, oh, why did the villagers decide that if you break a law, they put you in a converted camper van and let you be killed at nighttime? If you, whatever, do something wrong. But as I was watching it, there's like a priest guy, and he's like Indian or something, Pakistani.
Yep.
But he's like, it's Catholic or Christian. He's got his like collar on. I'm like, man, I recognize this guy. Who is this guy? He's very familiar to me. So I was like, I better Google this out, see who's up. And it was Sean Majumder. Do you know Sean Majumder?
I don't
He was
know
on,
Sean
like,
Majumder.
This hour is 22 minutes and stuff like
oh,
that.
okay.
And I was like, holy shit, it's him, because he's got like salt and pepper hair now and
Yeah.
everything like that. And I was like, whoa, I can't believe it's this guy. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. He did a good job though, because I totally didn't recognize him.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was crazy because he's Canadian. So this show must be filmed in Canada or something like that.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, usually these things are filmed in Canada.
Yeah.
Just cheaper to do up
Mhm,
here and
mhm.
everything. But the show was okay, but I'm not going to continue watching it. Because I just, as I was watching it, I was like, they don't know what's going to happen next. It's going to be like Lost, where it was like, why was a polar bear there? Oh, time travel. Sure, why not? So I watched 3 or 4 episodes, and I just was like, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
But people seem to love it. So they're all like, this season 3 is coming out. And I was like, I've never even heard of this show before.
I haven't, that's for sure.
It was on like, I don't know, it was on some weird network that they renamed, like Sync or something like that. But now it's like on Paramount Plus or something. I don't even know. So check it out, I guess, if you like that kind of thing. But I just was like, gives me very much Lost vibes.
Yeah.
Where it's like a mysterious for mysterious sake.
Interesting.
And then J.J. Abrams doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. If you would have told me that show was from J.J. Abrams, I'd be like, yep. I believe it.
Yep, I'll believe it. It sure is.
But that was pretty much everything for the 2 weeks for me, anyways.
Nice.
Yeah.
We we're almost wrapped on Witcher season 3.
Oh.
I don't know if I talked about it before, but I thought that Witcher season 3 was
Better.
not happening because Henry Cavill was leaving.
Oh.
But it was Witcher season 4.
Yes.
That is Henry Cavill is leaving, and
Yeah.
they have what's his face?
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. Chris Evans, Sean Evans.
One of the no, it's like one of the whatever, Thor's brother.
Yeah, Evans.
No.
Sean Evans.
No, it's not
Chris
Evans.
Evans.
Chris Evans is Captain America.
Oh, it's
Come on, you're
what
the Marvel
what the hell's
boy.
his name?
Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth. That's Chris Evans. Hemsworth. Sean
Cristiano Hemsworth.
Christian, I don't know, whoever
Yeah,
it is.
It's a Hemsworth.
It's a Hemsworth.
It's not Thor.
It's not Thor.
Yeah.
It'll probably be all right.
Yeah.
But season 3 has actually been really good compared to season 2. Season 2 was like, what are you guys
Dog
doing?
shit.
What are you doing? What is this? You
Yeah.
guys just playing like pick a fairy tale out of the book and go with it? But season 3 is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're almost done. And yeah, I don't know if we're
You
gonna
have to watch the
season 4.
Witcher cartoon.
I have to watch the Witcher cartoon.
Oh, there's the Witcher.
Yeah, there's Bloodlines or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's another show too, like a live action show.
Yeah. There is some stuff in the season though where it doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you guys doing this? Are we missing? Did we skip an episode? Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
There's some of that kind of stuff going on in there, but other than that, it's been fairly watchable.
Yeah. I probably won't watch it.
Yeah.
I watched a few of the first season and it's just like, yeah, all right, whatever. That's fine.
Let's talk about a Mr. Beast episode then that we haven't watched.
Okay.
It was in the notes that were given to us.
Yeah.
But I watched it yesterday, I think. It was the one where the guy gets trapped in a supermarket
Oh yeah.
and however many he gets $10,000 a day for every day he's in there.
I could live in the supermarket for like a year.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
Almost. So he's in there, he gets $10,000 a day, but he has to sell $10,000 worth of food to get the $10,000, which is pretty interesting. Then Mr. Beast donates all that. I'm sure he donated everything anyway to a food bank, but it goes to, people in need.
Yeah.
But he has to pick. It's like, okay, well, how much are you going to sell? What are you going to sell? Like, what's your strategy for this?
So like, who's he selling it to?
He's just selling it back to Mr. Beast.
Oh.
For the $10,000.
Oh, okay.
And then Mr. Beast donates it. It was
So you
a
have
really
to convince him, basically.
Hmm?
You have to convince Mr. Beast.
No, you just, as long as you sell $10,000 of stuff, he gives you $10,000.
So I could just grab $10,000 cans of soup and
Yeah.
then be like, here's $10,000
Yeah.
cans of soup.
There were
Okay.
TVs in there, so he sold all the TVs first.
Okay.
And then it was like a Safeway, an old Safeway.
Oh yeah.
Or it had Safeway branding everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, there was a little picnic area that was set up where he was staying.
Mhm.
So he had a little barbecue and stuff to cook.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast hadn't paid, when he bought the place, he didn't pay the power bill.
Oh yeah.
So it went for a month. It went for 30 days and the power turned off.
Oh.
And
yeah.
then he was like, well, I guess we're selling all the frozen stuff now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Got rid of the produce fairly quickly because it was all going to go bad. So it's like, well, might as
Yeah.
well get rid of it. Give it to somebody who actually needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in there for, I think, 46 days.
Was there a shower?
No, he made one.
Ew. Well, at least he made one.
So yeah, he made one out of, he had like a bunch of, because he had access to full back rooms and all that
Yeah.
stuff too. So he just made like a garbage bag with like some wood and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Had a little shower head up top over a floor drain.
Mhm.
And then when the shelves started to get empty, he just brought in like a bunch of shelving and put it all around with some plastic.
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty luxurious shower.
Nice.
But the power goes off on day 30.
Yeah.
It's just pitch black inside because it's a supermarket, right? There's not a lot of windows.
Oh god. Be a mouse running over your face at nighttime.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh my god, I can't do this anymore." He set up a pool.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he found a pool in the back room and set it up, and then fucking a couple days later ran into it with the forklift.
Oh, nice.
And then it was just like 10,000 liters of water just everywhere. Everything's just soaked. He's like,
Oh my
after
God.
that, he was like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, no
But-
kidding.
He managed to go. His goal was to go 50 days.
Yeah.
To get $500,000. He had it all planned out, like
Yeah.
what he was going to send it on. He's got 2 kids. It's like, this is going to go towards the house. This will go
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
tuition. This will go towards this. So he tried to make it 50 days.
How do you even get chosen to do that?
I don't know. I think it's just random fans.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good video. I watched it all the way through. I was like, oh yeah.
I could
How long
live
is he gonna
last
go?
for 50 days in there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. He had on like day 20, something like that, he had the wife came in with his kids so they could visit a little bit.
Oh,
Mr. Beast was feeling bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But in between, like he was out, Mr. Beast went and filmed his like drilling the well video and some other videos. So he was like gone for like weeks
Oh,
at
yeah,
a time.
yeah,
But that was like his only human interaction was with the crew.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was a good video. I enjoyed it. He made $460,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I could definitely do that. I think.
yeah, it was crazy.
I wouldn't have sold the TVs first though.
No,
No, I
Kept
would
the
have
one?
saved them to the last. Well, that's like the easy thing to sell.
yeah.
When you're getting to day 50 and it's just like fuck.
What are we
Be
gonna
like,
sell?
okay, take the TVs now.
Yeah,
Start off easy.
yeah,
Did he have to like pack it up and shit?
yeah. Well, that was his days because like there's not a lot to do, right?
So how did he know he was getting $10,000 worth of shit?
There were the tills were open, so he could scan everything.
So what about when the power went out?
The tills were on a generator.
Oh wow!
Because that was
okay.
the main way to scan things out,
Okay.
right? Was with the tills. So yeah, they were all on generator, and he just scanned them out.
Oh, crazy.
Just made piles like this is 10,000, 10,000, 10,000.
Okay, so you could like work a day ahead too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So he was just ahead. I mean,
Nice.
there's only so much you can do in a supermarket, right? You're just trapped in there. You can't leave.
Yeah. Turn on the TV, hook up a, I don't know,
If there was
PlayStation
anything
4.
like that there.
until the power went out.
Yeah.
Read the magazines, you know. Read the
Apparently-
Farmer's Almanac.
He got up to, I think one day he just did the gift cards, like not the gift cards, but the greeting cards, and did like
Oh
$10,000
my
just the
God.
greeting cards.
Oh, that would suck. Just beep,
Yeah,
beep, beep. Good
Uh,
God.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not watch it.
I know
I'm
you
not
didn't.
going to.
I know you.
Yeah.
I guess I started with Remnant too.
Oh, that's right.
I did that on stream.
Yeah, I was like, I think you played a game, but I don't remember what.
That's the game I played, Remnant 2.
Nice. And it was okay.
I didn't get very far. I got through the intro and I was like, this feels like Remnant.
Yeah, yeah,
I will probably play again,
Yeah.
but with friends
yeah.
because it's funner that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing I played.
As you were playing it, I was remembering Remnant 1, and I was like, wow, the story was so stupid in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, why are we in like this blood dimension now? And like, what is happening here?
yeah. It's I mean, mechanically, it's exactly
Yeah.
the same. Feels like
Mhm.
from what I played,
Looked the
which wasn't
same.
very much.
It
Yeah,
lo-
it
literally
the same.
looked exactly the same.
Yeah, you actually go into the place that is your home base in the first one.
Yeah. But like graphically, I was like, this looks.
Identical.
So.
Pretty much identical.
Mm-hmm.
Had some cool scenes. Lots of roots. When
Yeah,
you're underground.
for sure.
Lots of roots.
That's for
Lots
sure.
of little like dangling roots from the ceiling. It was good.
Yeah.
Too much red.
Yeah, there's lots of red in that
Too
game.
much red. This game is just its color palette is red upon red.
Yeah, that's
some areas.
That's the new brown palette.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I did the brawler kind of guy, the tank guy, and he looked like a Titan from Destiny 1.
Yeah,
That pleased me quite a bit, actually.
and you're fat rolling all over the place.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Way too heavy for your character. Slow rolling for days.
Yeah. But you got like a huge sword that's made out of like something big.
Yeah.
It looked cool. All these like spiky. It was almost like a chain sword,
Yeah.
but just like a stationary chain sword with lots of spikes.
Yeah. It was pretty
it
crazy
was cool.
looking.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited to play that game a little bit more.
Yeah. I saw it was like a stealth release on Game Pass, and I just was like, oh, I know who's gonna want to see this. So I just
Yeah,
went
it's
to the
me.
Discord and was just like, yeah, it's on Game Pass now. And it's like, install.
I had a lot of fun with the first one. I didn't get very far, mind you, or through the story very much,
Yeah.
but I played with anytime I played with friends, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's interesting.
I hope to play this with friends as well.
Dark Souls with guns.
Dark Souls with guns.
Yep.
It's my jam.
Indeed.
It's my jam.